Hi, welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera for the very first time so you can bake along with me and learn from my mistakes. Do I have a lot of baking experience? No. Did I start baking 2 years ago when COVID started? Yes. So, bake along with me. Let's have some fun. Today, we're making a chocolate loaf cake. What is a loaf cake? It is a combination between a pound cake and a fudgy brownie. And as you know, because I've never made it before, I get to taste it for the first time and let you know, is it worth it or not? I'm also making it because, of course, I get to come up with some more fun lyrics. Together at last, pound cake and a brownie. So chocolatey great, so sweet and so fudgy. And if you have some left after the first few tastes, congrats, you can share it with your mates, as in like Australian mates. A few things first. Number one, get a 9x5 pan ready to go. Spray it first, then put some parchment paper in there. If you would like me to show you how I put my parchment paper in, let me know in the comments and I'll do an episode on that. Second thing you want to do, melt that chocolate in 30-second increments. You want it to cool down before you get the recipe going. Third thing, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Unsalted butter, dark brown sugar. Cream together by hand or with your mixer. I'm using my hand because we don't want to add in too much air to this recipe because that will make it more, well, less fudgy brownie-like. Beaten eggs, vanilla, mixed together. Add in your cooled melted chocolate. Fold it in. Mix your dry ingredients together. All-purpose flour, salt, baking soda, and add in some of that espresso powder. Mix. Alternate your dry ingredients with the boiling water, starting with the dry and ending with the dry. Boiling water, dry, finish with the boiling water. It's going to be very liquidy, and that is okay. Dry. Pour into your greased parchment paper lined pan. It should come within 1 inch of the top. Make sure not to go over that. And again, it's okay if this is a pot of liquid, which it is. Into the oven for 30 minutes. Then come back, turn the temperature down to 325 and bake for another 15. Note, your toothpick will not come out clean, and that is a good thing. It means they're going to be extra fudgy. I put a pan here just in case it decides to overflow. Time's up. No toothpick test. Ooh. Notice how it's like a little wobbly in the center? That is okay. Let it fully rest and get to room temperature. Don't be tempted to cut this in advance because it's probably a little ooey gooey in the center, and that's exactly what we want. So if the top falls down, that is a good thing because it means it's gonna be extra fudgy tasting pound cake-ish. All right, it has cooled and you'll see it did sink. That is okay. Let's take it out. Look at that. Non-stick spray works beautifully. Okay, let's cut a slice. I can tell how soft it is. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my, this chocolate loaf looks and smells chocolatey divine. Let's take a bite. I will say that it is very ooey gooey in a cake-like way in the middle, sort of like a fudge brownie would be. And the top of it definitely is more cake, pound cake-like, a little denser. Certainly, there isn't as much air going through the cake itself, but it's all in the taste. So let's find out. It has that softness that you would get with a fudge brownie and the lightness that you would get with like a really, really light cake. And it does have that more pound cake chocolate flavor to it, but it's not dense like a pound cake at all. This is a fantastic chocolate loaf, which will get even better in the coming days as it sort of solidifies and settles in even more. And boy, I can't wait. If I can make this chocolate loaf for the very first time in my life with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, and thank you so much for sending on this recipe request. Challenge accepted. Oh, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram for so much more.